So for the second part of sketching all three Spideys, our main focus will be on the two of the simple things, the first and the second layer of the face of Tobey Maguire, then making suit of Andrew Garfield and the small part of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man's suit also. So after making the base layer with 2B pencil, I'm going to darken the parts like eyebrows, eyelashes, and the darker parts like downside part of the eye and eyelashes, nose, downside part of nose, lips. Those are the parts which are a little bit more darker as compared to every other parts. Okay. So now after darkening those parts, the main thing is that if you want to make a blending or the main flat blending using those eye parts, because we have just darkened those parts with 3B or 4B pencils, right? So it will look like little bit drawing look. But if you want to make it a realistic or hyper realistic sketch, you have to blend it with the skin tone or the skin texture, right? So if you want to blend those two parts, just use a smallest blending stump. The smallest blending stumps help you to blend those two parts with skin texture and the darker parts. But the problem is that after while making a bigger sketch in just smaller pages like A3 pencil, if you are going to give more details, like for making more details on the smaller parts, like if you are going to make a particular face on A3 page, it is more easy because you can give more details. But if you are going to
So hey art lovers, it's SP. Welcome to my world of portrait sketching. Subscribe now if you love art just like me, and hit that bell notification on if you want to get notified every time I upload a new art tutorial for you all. If you haven't seen part 1, then first link is in the description box.
One important thing while making a portrait into a smaller portrait, like if you are going to make a portrait in just A4 size, it is more easy. Like you have a particular 15 to 20 centimeter whole page for making a particular face of anyone. But if you are going to make those face into just smaller page or smaller ones, it is not easy. So for making those portraits into smaller ones, I recommend you to use pencils more sharpened as compared to the darker ones or the smaller ones, because if you are going to darken the parts, like the Tobey Maguire's face is a little bit bigger as compared to Andrew's face, right? So if you are going to make a mistake while making the portrait in bigger ones, it is easy to detect and it is easy to erase. But for erasing a portrait which is the smaller ones, it is not easy, first of all. And then if you are able to erase it easily, so after making those erasable parts into a portrait one, that's not easy a target for sketching. So I recommend that use sharpened pencils and use less pressure for making base layers, and first layer will be a little bit more pressurized, and finally third layer will be the darker ones. Third layer or second layers are the parts or the layers which are not used particularly in every sketches, because most of the skin tones are a little bit medium or the contour is white as Andrew's or Tom Holland's faces are. So while making the remaining smaller parts of the Spidey sketch or the suit that the Tobey Maguire is wearing, so for making those parts I'm going to use a mechanical pencil and making those smaller wider parts with grids like box by box. The main thing while making a Spider-Man's or any smaller details, if anyone is wearing ornaments or any other things like a big sweater where too many details are going on, so while making those details and any other parts, you have to keep on focusing on the details. And what I recommend is that go box by box. Don't use two box at the same time for making your portraits. Just use a particular one box and make those details in one box, then just join those two box, three box, five boxes of grid. And if you are confused what I am talking about, you can see how I have used box by box things in my real-time sketch. I have uploaded it in my Shwet Sketches 2.0, so you can check out that part also, where I have uploaded a complete 6-7 hours of this particular sketch, so you can check out that too. Now for Andrew Garfield's suit, Spider-Man suit, our focus will be on how you can use mechanical pencil for making those lighter shades, as the darker shades was going on in the Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man suit. But the suit that Spider-Man or Andrew Garfield is wearing is little bit light as compared to Tobey Maguire's. So for making those lighter parts in Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man suit, we are going to use mechanical pencil as a base layer, then shading it using a bare mechanical pencil only. I'm not going to use a graphite pencil like 2B or 2H pencil. The problem is that the suit that he is wearing is too small and too detailed, and you have to sharpen your graphite pencil or charcoal pencil, any pencil that you are using, after every 5 or 10 strokes, right, so that you can have more detailed look. But the problem is that if you are going to use graphite pencil, you have to sharpen it, but if you will use a mechanical pencil, it is just 0.5 mm and you can have a same length of details in every strokes. So using this technique or using mechanical pencil, I'm going to shade every part of Andrew Garfield suit. After shading every parts, I'm going to leave the center part where the red one is going on, and the remaining parts like linings of the spider that he's wearing, like white color of linings. So I'm just leaving it, I'm sharpening it a little bit, but I'm leaving the whiter parts so that you can apply mono eraser afterwards. So after making the base layer with a mechanical pencil, I'm going to use a blending stump for blending those parts into the darker one. Not a complete dark the sketch is, but the suit is little bit darker, not complete dark as Tobey Maguire, but little bit darker, but not every parts, right? Upper part is little bit light, center part of the suit, left side of shoulder of Andrew Garfield is little bit darker, and the complete farther part of the left shoulder is complete white because light source is completely on those parts, right? So if the light source is on directly on those parts, you can have a different look, right? So keep on focusing in these things, and then finally use mono eraser in the parts which are complete white, so that you can have a highlighted and a realistic look. So after that we are going to make a Tom Holland face, but the problem is that Tom Holland face is just literally 6 or 5 centimeter, and you have to give more and more details in those parts. So it is not easy to make a particular face look more realistic in just smaller parts. You can have a bigger one like 5 feet 6 foot of a particular portrait, and you can apply more details to those parts. But if you are going to make those particular sketches in just 5 or 6 centimeters, it is not easy to make it more realistic. So same thing that we have used in previous parts, we are going to use here too. Base layer as an 2B pencil with sharpened ones. Don't use unsharp pencils for making portraits. Then we are going to use a 2B pencil shading on the face, and then finally using a makeup brush for shading those parts.
So that was all for this tutorial. If you have learned something from this video, subscribe and drop a like, and comment down your question and queries regarding this tutorial. Meanwhile, take care of your loved ones too. Have an artistic day. Tattoos.